Good evening, you're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. Here are the headlines for tonight. The Ministry of Health is set to finalize postvention guidelines next year to support families affected by suicide. Prime Minister Dato' Seri Anwar Ibrahim is scheduled to attend Emergency Arab-Islamic Summit on the Gaza crisis in Qatar. And in world news, a manhunt is on for the suspect responsible for killing Trump ally and right-wing activist Charlie Kirk. The Sarawak state government and the federal government demonstrate yet another feat that proves both are aligned with the same goal to drive development in the region. Sarawak Premier Dato' Pendingin Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg says such commitment is evident through the development of the missing link under Phase 2 of the Sarawak-Sabah Link Road SSLR, immediately upgrading accessibility for the masses.
Tadi diberi taklimat ada missing link dalam SSLR yang kedua ini. Jadi yang missing link yang amat berhormat atas kerjasama setia kawan di antara negeri dan persekutuan, kita boleh membuatkan jalan yang missing link. Sebab itu Sarawak ada program hendak membangunkan jalan pesisir yang juga menghubungkan kerajaan persekutuan supaya kita ada seamless mobility di utara Sarawak ini. Dan dalam hubungan ini, jalan yang kita bangun hari itu akan menghubungkan Sarawak, Sabah dan juga negara jiran kita Brunei Darussalam. Ini adalah satu perhubungan yang sangat penting dalam kita membangunkan kawasan ASEAN ini.
At the same time, Abang Johari said that the current federal-state relationship is at its best with shared priorities given to basic developments such as roads, water supply and electricity. Sarawak has immense potential to become a powerhouse regional green energy hub due to its capability in producing various forms of renewable energy while having the right policies in place. Prime Minister Dato' Seri Anwar Ibrahim commended Abang Johari's grit and tenacity that enabled investment and strategic collaboration globally, positioning Sarawak and Malaysia's competitiveness in the renewable energy sector on the world map.
Bila bicara tentang transisi tenaga, dasar peralihan tenaga, baik hidro atau hidrogen, green hydrogen, itu dengan segera mengangkat kedudukan kerana orang semua melihat Sarawak punya potensi menjadi hub tenaga bagi rantau ini. Gerakkan saudara, tumpu dalam hal yang sedemikian. Jaga supaya tata kelola baik. Hindari dari penyelewengan dan rasuah supaya tata kelola baik. Dan kemudian tumpu dalam soal-soal pembangunan yang akan dijayakan.
Hence, Anwar reminded Sarawakians to preserve the unity and harmony in Sarawak as it plays a vital role in facilitating not only development in the energy sector, but also infrastructural and connectivity.
Miri Port Authority, LPM, has made history as the first agency in Sarawak to receive the MS-ISO 37001-2025 Anti-Bribery Management System (ABMS) certification from Sirium QAS International Sendirian Berhad. Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Ukahambas said the milestone demonstrates LPM's commitment to upholding a culture of integrity and transparency.
He said this in a speech delivered on his behalf by Deputy Minister for Infrastructure and Port Development, Dato' Majan Rangi, where Uga also stressed that these ports are built on a foundation of integrity, not only facilitate business, but also build investor confidence, boost competitiveness, and safeguard the region's interests.
This achievement supports the goal of Sarawak PCS 2030 and serve as an inspiring example for other agencies all. As many of you are aware here today, the report has embarked on the their drinking project, a 33-month initiative that began last year and is expected to be completed by early 2027. This major undertaking will significantly enhance port accessibility and improve service delivery to our customers.
Previously, LPM has also received other international accreditations including ISO 9001, MS ISO 45001 and MS ISO 14001, further demonstrating its commitment to excellence, safety, occupational health and environmental management.
Sarawak marked 80 years since victory in the Pacific today, honouring the sacrifices of World War II and celebrating an enduring friendship with Australia. Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Dr. Sim Kuihan led the solemn tribute, paying homage to Australian servicemen who helped liberate Borneo and to the many Sarawakians whose lives were forever shaped by the war.
We remember the brave allied servicemen, including the Australian forces, who played a pivotal role in Borneo's campaign, and we pay solemn tribute to the countless local people of Sarawak and Borneo whose lives were lost or forever altered by the conflict.
Dr. Sim emphasizes that this day is not only a remembrance of war's end, but a celebration of resilience, peace, and a shared history that forged the foundation for lasting cooperation between Malaysia and Australia. This year marks 8 decades since the liberation of Sarawak and Sabah from Japanese occupation, the tragic Sandakan death marches, and the eventual Japanese surrender to Australian forces in Labuan.
Our shared history in defense and security cooperation stretches back to World War II, where Australian forces and local communities fought side by side.
That history, he says, has grown into strong institutional ties between both nations. But beyond government collaboration, Dr. Sim highlights the deeper, enduring power of people-to-people connections. As Sarawak remembers the cost of conflict and the triumph of peace, Dr. Sim urges both nations to renew their commitment to the values and freedoms secured by those who came before.
The Ministry of Health Malaysia, MOH, is in the final stages of developing postvention guidelines, a support framework for families and communities affected by suicide deaths, slated for completion next year. Deputy Health Minister Dato' Lukanisman Awang Sauni said the guidelines would serve as a key reference in strengthening psychosocial support systems and assisting those impacted by such incidents.
Selain daripada itu, kita juga sedang giat melakukan latihan kemahiran pengendalian tingkah laku bunuh diri untuk petugas barisan hadapan our frontliners, dan juga selain daripada itu kita sedang dalam usaha menyediakan garis panduan pelaksanaan perkhidmatan sokongan pasca kematian akibat bunuh diri postvention yang mungkin dapat kita sediakan menjelang tahun hadapan.
Meanwhile, following the enforcement of recent legal amendments on September 10th, suicide attempts are no longer treated as a criminal offence, allowing crisis intervention teams PIK to bring individuals in distress to hospitals for immediate treatment. To date, police revealed an increase in suicide cases from 981 cases in 2022 to 1,114 in 2024. Therefore, Lukanisman stressed the importance of a collective approach, including the role of media in ensuring empathetic and ethical reporting on suicide.
Welcome back. Police will investigate whether certain parties exploited the Kampong Sungai Baru issue, which triggered a stone-throwing incident that injured a senior police officer this morning. Home Minister Dato Seri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said a thorough investigation will be conducted to determine whether political opportunists had deliberately manipulated the situation to create tension and unease among the public. He said the freedom to assemble must not be abused through unlawful acts, such as injuring public servants. Earlier today, Dang Wangi Police Chief ACP Sulismi Afendi Sulaiman sustained a head injury believed to have been caused by a rock thrown by an unidentified individual during a tense enforcement operation in Kampong Sungai Baru in Kuala Lumpur.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim has condemned the violence that erupted at Kampong Sungai Baru earlier this morning during a building eviction operation. The attack had specific targets: civil servants. Expressing his disappointment, Anwar urged authorities to immediately launch an investigation and bring the perpetrators to justice. He stressed that the government respects the right to peaceful assembly, a principle demonstrated in several previous gatherings.
In a separate development, Anwar has confirmed receiving an invitation from the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, to attend the Emergency Arab-Islamic Summit in Doha on September 15. The Prime Minister said the summit will, among others, discuss the latest developments in Gaza and brutal Zionist attacks on their territory, which described as excessive. However, Anwar stressed that he will still be in the country for the National Level Malaysia Day celebration in Penang on September 16. A shocking act of political violence in the United States. Trump ally and conservative firebrand Charlie Kirk was gunned down during a college event in Utah in what the governor has called a political assassination. The individual earlier detained in connection with Kirk's killing has been released after questioning. No arrests have been made so far, and the manhunt for the suspect is still underway. President Donald Trump called Kirk's death a dark day for America, blaming rhetoric from the radical left for fueling political violence.
My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country.
Video of the incident circulating on social media showed Kirk speaking to a large outdoor crowd when a gunshot rang out. Kirk briefly clutched his neck before collapsing from his chair, sending attendees fleeing. Authorities said the shooter fired a single round from a nearby roof in a targeted attack.
But we do know dressed in all dark clothing, but we don't have a much better description other than that.
Where do you believe the shot came from?
The shot came from here on campus, from a location at a fair, potentially from a roof, yes. A longer distance shot from a roof.
Kirk, a staunch defender of the Second Amendment and fierce critic of gun control, had long been a polarizing figure in America's political debate. He was 31 years old. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.